As the doctor's words echo in my ears, time stands still. A chronic disease invading my body, unwelcome and uninvited. Thoughts race, fears grip my heart. Uncertainty clouds my mind, overwhelming and suffocating. Life once vibrant and carefree, now veiled in shadows. But amidst the darkness, a flicker of resilience ignites within me. I refuse to succumb, to let this define me. I will fight with every ounce of my being. In this battle, hope will be my armor. Love will be my shield. I will not let this chronic disease break me. I will rise, stronger than ever before. I will rise. In times of uncertainty and distress, nature becomes a lifeline offering solace and healing. When the weight of the world presses upon us, the gentle touch of a breeze, the vibrant colors of the leaves, remind us of the beauty and resilience of life. In the embrace of nature, we find strength to face the unknown, to navigate the challenges that come with news about our health. It is here, amidst the vastness of the natural world, that we discover a renewed sense of hope, a reminder that life continues to bloom even in the face of adversity. Let nature be our guide. All right, guys. Hey, so we're here with C.T. Perry. I'm here in Omaha, Nebraska. So this interview was out in Omaha, Nebraska. And guys, look, I didn't know what to expect when I went out there, but I was pleasantly surprised. I mean, Omaha's downtown area is a beautiful blend of old world charm and modern architecture. I mean, the buildings, they was cool. And they showcased their rich history. It was a lot of things out there that surprised me. Omaha is not just prairie land and cows. I mean, it was really deep. And I was surprised by the cobblestone roads. Have you ever been on a cobblestone road? I mean, look at the architecture out here. Look at it just gave so much character. And when I was out there, man, the people showed love. They really showed love to me, and I had a good time. So I was down here kicking it on, in the downtown area. Went to a couple food places, a couple cafes. I ate really good. I probably gained a couple pounds when I was out there too. But listen, let's jump into this interview. I can't wait to sit down with Mr. Perry. Thank you for bringing me out, man. This has been beautiful, beautiful trip out here. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
All right, so hey, let's go ahead and thank you for making the shift. Thank you. As we progress through this interview, you're going to realize his dynamic story of why he went in, why he had to search honestly inside for truth. And it didn't come easy for him. It didn't come easy at all. But before we get there, let's give him a little backstory of who you are, bro, and what brought you to the point of where we're at and making a shift in your life right now.
Yeah, I'm from Omaha. Just an Omaha kid. 17, went to the Marine Corps, went to boot camp. Actually, I was in boot camp 96. So what's that, 27 years ago?
Ooh, bro, don't tell them how old we are. Woo!
Yeah, 27 years ago. In boot camp right now.
Yeah, so we were actually in the Marines together. That's where we met years ago and built this beautiful relationship. This is my brother right here. And I was excited because once I decided to do this show, I was like, yo, who can I highlight or who can be able to tell a story that can just reach people? And that was dynamic. And I like to say I don't want to say this is a bad thing. You know what I mean? I want to be able to say you went through something that most Americans go through that don't even know. Yeah. This silent killer. And we're going to get into that silent killer that my man slayed the dragon. I'm talking about slayed the dragon. So, Marine, yeah. Business owner, yeah. Fitness. I mean, wait. He wasn't just fitness. I mean, this guy right here was a former bodybuilder. How many shows did you do back in the day?
I've done 3 shows.
Oh, man.
3 shows.
Okay. Now, look, hey, get ready for this. Look at this. Look at this brother right here. I'm talking about my boy was lean. This is when I was eating all those cookies and cakes. He was trying to get me lean, but he was lean. Can you believe this? Oh, man. So talk about that time as a bodybuilder. What was that like, man?
So at the time, my first show, I got into bodybuilding through another a friend of mine.
Okay.
He's done a couple shows, and he inspired me to do it. So I hired a trainer. And then I would say that that's when I really learned how to work out. You know, I've always worked out, but when I hired my trainer, she showed me, and yes, I say she showed me the proper ways, the proper techniques, and the reasons why you do the things, you know, the exercises and the weightlifting that you do. So that inspired me to show others. Because once I found out the proper form, or why you do chest, why you do, you know, shoulders, why you do this, why you do that. I want to inspire others just for everyday life. You know?
Okay.
That's what inspired me to become a trainer as well.
So you didn't want to become a trainer before you did the show. You didn't have any aspirations or dreams of becoming a trainer?
Well, so one thing about me is I got a little ego, but it's not as big. You know, if you're going to compete, you need a coach.
Right.
So I knew nothing about bodybuilding. I knew nothing about posing, right? I knew nothing about the diet. So I needed somebody to show me.
Okay.
So my ego's not that big to be like, you know what, let me get somebody to help. Hire somebody that's, you know, has a history of doing this and is known around town. So that's what I did.
So, I mean, not only did you have it inside of you, but you went to somebody else to help you.
Yeah.
And that's
win.
You wanted to win.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that we don't realize. I find that in this business also in life, that a lot of us men, we don't ask for help. Like, you absolutely cannot do this alone. You cannot. And when you do, you're going to stumble upon issues that him and I experienced in life. You know, for those of you who know my journey and my weight gain, it was a lot. It was a lot. I was his friend sitting back and watching him during this process. That was about how many years ago?
My first show was 2010.
So that was quite a few years ago. Yeah. And he tried to tell me about working out, but I wasn't ready yet. I wasn't ready to receive it. And but I went and supported him and saw this transformation, and it was amazing to see somebody take their body to the limit and learn about how the food worked for their body, nutrition. You know, so you did the show and you became a trainer and you did these things, but bro, how do we get here? Like, how do we get here? How do we get to this point of this man we're looking at right now on this slide?
Life. I mean, you know, life happens, you know.
But you knew everything. Like, you knew what to drink, what to eat, what to do, how to work out. Like, how did you get to the point where was it over time? Was it?
Yeah, just over time. I mean, like I said, I've been doing, you know, fitness. Fitness has been a part of my life. Well, all of my life. You know, I've always wanted to be, and I always have been athletic. You know, at a certain time, like I said, just life and just some things happen. Life happens. Just slow down. I mean, the life of a bodybuilder, to be honest, is not sustainable. Just because of how hard it is. The dieting is hard.
Yes.
That's the hardest part about being a bodybuilder or doing a show is the diet. You know, so that's really not sustainable. And I mean, it does take a wear and tear on your body a little bit, but you know, yeah, like I said, just life happens, you know.
So was that weight gain? Was it slow? Was it? I mean, because you always stay active, and I think some of our viewers need to understand that you can gain weight and still be active. So you obviously weren't working out like you were in the previous picture.
It was all diet, you know.
Okay.
Diet, eating the bad stuff, and then, you know, mixing beers and alcohol and partying and stuff like that. You know, all that slows your metabolism down as you age.
Okay.
Along with other things, you know. So yeah, I mean, in my 30s, I was doing shows and working out and partying and burning it off real fast.
Yeah.
But you know, as you get over 35, then as soon as you hit over 40, those of you over 40, you know, it definitely gets harder.
So men, listen. If you're inactive now and you're over 40, trust us, we both over 40. I'm 45 now. He'll be 45 this year also. It's even harder to regain you. But outside of just regaining you, CT, and regaining your diet, what did you come across? I mean, because we're going to address the silent killer right now. I mean, so in our pre-interview, you were telling me about when you found out that you had type 2 diabetes.
Type 2 diabetes is a chronic condition where the body becomes resistant to insulin or doesn't produce enough insulin. It can be managed with diet, exercise, and medication.
What happened? I mean, what happened to you that how did you know? Because you've been active, you were running, you weren't eating the best, but you were pretty fit, right?
Well, as far as the activity I always say, like I said, I was playing flag football, stopped doing that, play pickleball now, still lifting weights and things like that. The very first thing to take it back was about last September or so, was that 2022? I was playing pickleball, was a little bit dehydrated, so I used to go get IVs and stuff. And just for like hydration IVs.
Okay, they have those hydration bars. I'm sure you guys are familiar with those.
Yep. So I've done that 2 or 3 times, no issue. And I don't know if it's just a bad mix. I don't know what it was, but I had like a slight dizzy, fainting spell. I got overheated real fast.
And how much were you weighing at that point? What was your weight?
At that time, probably about 230, 238.
Okay, so you're sitting about 238, 5'11". You
call it 240. Yeah.
240. You don't really think you're obese, but you don't think you're overweight too bad, right?
Well, this is my thing. So I thought I was in shape because I'm athletic, so I can get out there and run with. I can play flag football one way, just offense. But and still hang out with the 20-year-olds. And still run routes and stuff like that and smoke them and But yeah, I mean, I didn't think anything of it because I was so active but. At that time, like I said, I had a little small episode. The ambulance is called. The nurse thought for some reason, so I might have been having a heart attack or whatever. So that wasn't.
Here's to name a few symptoms of diabetes: blurry vision, dizziness. Women may develop urinary tract infections or vaginal yeast, leg pain, itchy skin, dry mouth, fatigue, sudden weight loss, sudden weight gain, infections, frequent urination.
Oh, they thought you were having a heart attack?
She did, just because.
Oh, okay.
Of I was sweating a lot, and I got a little dizzy.
Okay.
But when they came, everything was checked out. Everything was cool. My glucose levels were fine at the time. Sugar levels was fine. Heart was fine. So it might have just been a bad reaction. Still to this day, I have no clue.
So I want you guys to understand this also. Due to my research and talking with CT about his being revealed that he had type 2 diabetes, 95% of Americans today have type 2 diabetes. And for me, I thought that when I think of diabetes and I think these things, I think about really, really obese people. I think about people that, are struggling, bad eating habits, or all these things visually you see, but it's individuals like him. I mean, you got to understand, guys, running backs in the NFL are sitting at 230, 230 pounds. Linebackers, these are people that are active and that are athletes, but something happens with the body shuts down. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about some of the effects of the diabetes that happen to you physically.
Yeah, so what really got me going was the symptoms, right? So the symptoms were, a lot of dehydration, wanting to drink water a lot, things like that, a lot of freaking urination. So that's what got me to thinking, something's wrong because, I'm urinating a whole lot more than I should be. Okay. So then, I set up an appointment at the doctor's and went and got tested, got the blood tested, and it was kind of, I wasn't surprised because I had already looked at the symptoms and I kind of already self-diagnosed and figured, that's what it was. And it ended up being that.
So, I mean, how did you feel? I mean, was it a shocker to you? How did you feel emotion? Like what was going through your mind when this was revealed to you, and then you're sitting there, maybe in your home or?
So to be honest, my first initial thought was, well, I'm about to beat this shit.
Okay.
So okay, I was like, okay, and what time to go in attack mode? Because you know what, I've helped people with diabetes.
Right.
So I already knew that it can be helped out or put in remission, or whatever word you want to use. It can be suppressed.
Okay.
So
this didn't take over you. You weren't like, my life is over.
Oh hell no.
You didn't go like some people do, like find out they have something going on with it and they go the other way, which they go eating heavy or drinking heavy, or you decided to fight this.
Oh yeah, and that's just really who I am. One thing I would say, I would rather die by ingestion, not injection.
Say that again. Hold on. That was some game right there. Wait, say that again.
If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die by ingestion, meaning it's my choice.
Yeah.
Rather than injection, meaning that it's somebody else's choice or somebody else's.
I like that. I like that.
So that's me.
Okay.
You know, everybody, you know, obviously people say your own life, you do what you want to do, but as far as I go, yeah, I'm in control of my life. I'm in control of my life. I'm in control of my life. And once again, I knew how to attack it by helping out with exercise and certain diets and stuff. And that because I've done it for other people with training. You know, I had about at least two to three clients that had diabetes or pre-diabetes that I got helped get rid of or helped them get rid of it. You know.
Yeah. So when I found out, when I got the call that he had diabetes and he was going through, he was sharing with me over conversations, you know, and then he showed me this picture. I couldn't believe it. I was like, he had the packages of insulin because he went to the doctor. He had all the medicine that they sent him, and he didn't want to open it, guys. He did not want to open it, and I thought that was incredible. I'm a type of person that I'm not against modern medicine, but I know I'm a firm believer in homeopathic ways. I'm a firm believer of healing through food.
Here's a few tips to help you get started on healing through food. Slowly remove all common allergens like gluten, soy, and dairy from your diet. Take one food at a time if you need to, so that you can adjust and find healthy replacements in your meals. The sugar. Replace sugars and chemically derived treats with natural sweeteners and homemade desserts. Yo, if you eat meat, purchase the best quality that you can. And go get grass-fed animal products as much as possible. And lastly, drink your water. Drink water throughout the day. A good rule is to consume half of your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh about 120, drink 60 ounces.
I want to go back to the medicine.
Okay.
So, about that part, with me, the way I'm wired, I refuse to accept that because in my mind, if I accept that this medicine is what they're giving me for a condition or for something that's, you know, can be naturally reversed, if I accept that medicine even mentally, to me, that seems like I'm accepting the fact that this cannot be changed, or I have to be dependent on that. So, me not opening any of that stuff is me leaving my options. In my mind, I'm leaving up options that I have other choices than this. It's always there because I can always get a prescription.
Yes.
You know, we go to VA. It's free to get that. I can always do that if what I'm doing don't work.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. No. That's huge. I'm glad you told. Because there's gonna be somebody at home that's gonna watch this video. They're gonna look up diabetes. They're gonna look up how can I help myself. And some of the things you've talked about right now, about your willpower, being reliant on you, not settling, but also kind of important that you didn't want that in your mind.
Yeah.
You didn't want that, you know, and we talk about that, and I want to add the wellness piece to that. The mind is a powerful thing.
Yeah, I don't even say I have it. When I first got tested, my A1C was at 13 or 13.8. I had a fasting blood sugar. I'm gonna say this number. I know you got probably some medical people that probably was like, how is he still sitting here talking? He went to the ER, blah, blah, blah. It don't matter. My fasting for about 3 to 4 months, my fasting blood sugar was like 5.8. It's been over 600, I don't know how many times.
So they were saying you should be what? You should.
Well, according to the studies, I should have been in a coma, in a diabetic coma.
But you walking around, living.
I'm walking around playing pickleball, doing everything. Now, this is on a daily basis. I'm checking my blood sugar 3-4 times a day. Even to this day, I still do. You know, but yeah, averaging 500, averaging 580, 560 throughout the day. I would eat, let's say, for example, call it 500. I would eat something, an hour later, it goes up to 590, 595. I was spiking that crazy. Spiking 100 points, spiking 80 points.
And no adverse effects to your health, no dizziness, nothing to do with feeling.
So that's why I would ask a question to doctors. What are my symptoms? Like, what am I supposed to? I should be, if it's this high, I should be passing the fuck out, right? excuse the language, but I should be passing out something, I think.
Yeah. But nothing.
No. I will add on the intermittent fasting. I'm going to put it out there. Is hands down probably the best way to attack. Just try it. I mean, what do you got to lose? Just try it. You know, try it for a month and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't open the insulin, guys. It's in the packages. As you see right here in this picture, it is in the packages on his counter. So think about the years and years of people taking medicine to try to fix themselves and heal themselves. And through research, intermittent fasting, you've come to the point where you are now having manageable levels.
Yeah, for me, yeah, it's working. And I believe and know it'll work for anybody else. I'm not the first one to do this.
No, and not the last, not the last.
So it works.
Man, so we touched on a lot here, didn't we? But I got some more time with you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I want to dive into the business. What are you doing with the business out here in Omaha, Nebraska? I think this is correct, right? The first Black veteran-owned striping company in America, or in the Midwest,
in Omaha that I know.
Okay. Let's leave it at Omaha. I don't know all, but
we did. I did have some stats run.
Yeah.
And professional, like I had a professional stat person look up research, a professional researcher.
Yeah.
And she came up with, I'm the only Black-owned striping company, and that she canvassed quite a bit.
Veteran Black-owned striping company, KCP Commercial. Yeah. Talk about it, man, because you're doing you're opening the doors not only but health, wellness, fitness, but also entrepreneurship and business ownership.
Yeah.
But why striping? What was it about striping that?
It's a no-brainer. Look around. Every business you see got a parking lot.
And that was the trip. When I found out that he had a striping business, it opened my eyes. I was like, who does this? I never thought about who actually does it. And now he does it in the Midwest, his team. Oh man, and the accounts I've seen you do, and the work I've seen that you guys have done with your company, it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing. So talk about the business a little bit. What do you provide?
In our third season, and we've grown tremendously, developed great relationships. Our first year, first 6 months in business, actually, not even within the first year, but our first 6 months, we got contracted to paint a brand new asphalt on the Walmart.
Wow.
So that was huge. And but we just kept pushing, man. We built relationships with landscaping teams, asphalt teams, concrete teams, regular general contractors, a lot of property managers of departments, or just commercial property managers, period.
Wow, you guys are expanding. Nowadays, guys, it's not just sports. It's not just entertainment.
No.
You can create a living for your family and sustain yourself in multiple ways. I mean, you got so many ways to make money, so many ways to make a career, and striping is one of them. Can we get to some personal training right now? I got my stuff in the back. I got my clothes, my gear. Can we go downstairs in the gym and work some out?
I'm always down for that.
All right, hey guys, welcome back in. I'm here at Genesis Gym in Omaha, Nebraska. I got CT. Yo, not only is he a business owner of KCP Commercial, but my man, I told you earlier, is a trainer, certified trainer. So he's gonna put me through one of his dynamic superset workouts. So with no further ado, let the trainer talk right now.
Yep. Yeah, thanks, Troy. Yeah, so we're gonna start off with we're gonna do some shoulders today. We're gonna start off with some reverse dumbbell rows, or presses. Then we're gonna superset that with some barbell jacks. Anything that we do slow, we gotta do fast.
So wait. You said we're gonna do barbell jacks? Oh no! You about to put me through the ringer, man.
Oh well. So whenever we go fast, we don't go with super heavy weight.
Okay.
So it's medium weight, but it's enough to push you and build the muscle and make it an effort. So.
Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna go through the superset workout. Check it out, and let's go. Yeah. Woo.
Yeah, so
that was real. That was real.
4 rounds of those, get you right.
4 rounds.
Yeah, 4 rounds of that. That's where you want to be at.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, that was not easy. That was 1 round. 1 round.
Yeah.
That was not easy. I'm gassed. I'm visibly gassed.
And the weight's not heavy.
Oh, so, no, not at all.
We're doing shoulders, so it's a small muscle group. So with shoulders or your tricep, your small muscles, you don't need to go super duper heavy.
Okay.
To build your muscle.
That was very manageable. Can we talk about what's the importance of that form? Why did you on that shoulder?
Well, for one, you're doing shoulders, so your form always needs to be as best as possible. So that's an easy muscle group to strain, hurt, pull, whatever, to injure. So you want that form to be kind of right here. I like to go about nipple level. Okay, straight up. Don't never lock out.
Okay,
straight back down, straight up.
Perfect.
You want to keep that contraction going. So
now we talked about this as a superset workout. Can you tell the viewers what's the benefits of a superset workout?
Number one is going to be time. You can condense if you don't have a lot of time, you can condense your workout in a superset.
Saving on time.
As far as muscle fatigue, always under stress.
Okay.
Keeping your muscle.
Oh, so keeping your muscle. Yeah. So it's important to keep muscle under stress. Why is that? Like, do you build more? Do you get stronger?
Yeah. So your muscles tear, right? So the more muscles you tear, the more they build back. And that's how your muscles work. And also, you're going to build up some stamina and endurance and things like that.
Okay. So not only we focusing on our muscle, we're not just in here working out. We're in here for time, for people, fathers, mothers out there that don't have enough time. Get in there and get the work done so you can get that maximum effort in your workout. He talked about having a proper form, full extension in the muscle, and you said the muscle concentration, right?
Yeah, to keep it under stress.
Under stress. Oh yeah, keep the muscle under stress. Okay, to build that muscle.
Yeah, to build that muscle. Yep. Keep it changing.
I am still winded, y'all. Look. We're going to have everything down below for you to reach out to CT Perry and KCP Commercial. I want to thank you, dog, for bringing me out to Omaha, Nebraska to do this interview. Interview was great. I had a great time in Omaha, Nebraska. If y'all haven't been to the Midwest, this is where the heart of America is at, in the Midwest. I'm originally from Ohio, East of Nebraska, so I'm going to let y'all know, get a chance to get out here and mess with KCP Commercial. Now, he ain't training everybody.
If I'm training, you somebody special. Yeah, I'm not saying I won't, but if I'm gonna take my time out from what cause I am busy, but if I'm training somebody, you're a special person.
All right, well, you might get a deal. They may take care of your lines and your business, and he may bring you in here in between the lines to get that work. So, hey, thanks again for the episode of Make the Shift. I'm your host, Troy Elliott, CT Perry, KCP, and we out. Peace.